School me up good. Not for the likes of us, this all-inclusive education that will likely include deportment and elocution and how to train your butler. Pardon if I stutter when I'm asking, can't we teach what we wanna? Not just what some public school boy says we're gonna. Not for the likes of us. How dare we underestimate our students? But wait, what if we're not? What if it's you lot that's got the wrong end of the stick and thought we were labelling them thick? When in actual fact, we see the true potential in everyone, and every day our heart sinks deeper thinking we've got to squeeze these bubbling bags of potential through narrower, more inconsequential holes, while knowing outside they'll be judged and graded in subjects that have left them jaded, lost, disenfranchised, dumbfounded. Might as well have been in Swahili for all the feel they got for them. And before you start, no, it's not just down to how it's taught. We put a lot of thought and effort into what would Ofsted do, WWOD. And as a consequence, we have these choppy lessons full of pace and verve, swerving from starter to development to plenary with all the skill of a trained chimpanzee, differentiated to umpteen degrees, but not by outcome, oh no, by worksheet crafted in triplicate and surreptitiously distributed so no kid gets the stigma of the sheet that's basically colouring in Shakespeare's feet. We've sharpened up our questioning till one misplaced query would send Stevie from class 1B to casualty, with lacerations from the keenness of our follow-up, bound in splints formed by the lolly sticks we use to randomise whose unprepared response we're going to terrorise today. No answer will be left unchallenged. Even if it's apposite and right, there must be another level of something we can mine further. We have embraced the use of classroom ICT with a board so interactive it's in danger of making the leap from stranger to part of the family. Across its smiling open face, we invite participants to swipe and drag responses that somehow get misplaced and end up on YouTube with Nyan Cat driving us mad. And we all know where we're going. How, I hear you cry? Espy on the board the letters LO. Objective defined, destination known. No point paying attention to the journey. The train will turn up there eventually, and every stage flows seamlessly from one task to another, and every bugger in the room knows exactly what level they're at and how to get to the next. And yet, guess what? They can't, because at this point, at this time, for a million reasons too complex to divine, they are who they are, and they can do what they can do. If it was as simple as telling someone how to do something, I'd be able to do sport. I can't. But everyone has to reach the gold standard. 5 GCSEs, including English and Maths. Perhaps, if they are really clever, a language and humanities too. Bravo! Life is solved forever. But take student A. This morning they awoke after 2 hours sleep because mum has had dad number 3 banging on the front door at 4, threatening to kill them all. Student A gets dressed in his school uniform that hasn't been washed in weeks and reeks. Goes downstairs, prepares breakfast for the 3 younger siblings, wiping up dribblings and getting them ready. No point asking mum to muck in, she'll be in bed till home time and would punch any effort to wake her. Taking a packet of crisps for lunch, student A ushers kids out of the door into a downpour. But of course, they've got no coats. After dropping them off at 2 different schools, having been excluded from one for stealing the shoes of a classmate, student A arrives late, is bullied for smelling by the school gate, makes it into class and gets a detention, so the crisps at break will have to wait. And no, student A is not reaching potential. They're below average at English and Maths and Science, crap at art, can't concentrate in French, only ever mentioned as a lovely kid but weak. But student A is great at knitting, or singing, or organising schedules. Insert any task that will fit in. All skills that are marketable and relevant, that will lead to careers that will, heaven forbid, make them happy. But can we ever get to finding that? Not a cat in hell's chance. So let's all pause, take a step back and think. Because it's always worked for Algernon and Felicity does not mean it will work for me. Every child has the ability to shine. Just give us the space, care and time. And we'll make sure that's exactly what's done. Here endeth the sermon.